Hello, dear students. This is Anubha Srivastava, and I hope you all are very well. So, welcome back to advertising management class. In previous sessions of advertising, we have discussed about the introduction of advertising, objectives and importance of advertising, characteristics of advertising, difference between publicity and advertising. Later on, we have discussed about the economic role of advertising. That was very important in short answer point of your question mark. And then today we are going to discuss about social role of advertising. What is the social role of advertising? Let's discuss. Advertising reflects society and society reflects advertising. This line means a lot. Why? Because whatever the advertising showing, it is for the society. What are the advertisements the manufacturers are making products and making the advertisements, it is for the society, for the customers. So advertising reflects society. What is the new trend, new fashion, new product in the market available, that is for the society. And what does society do over here? Society reflects advertising. Whatever we see, whatever the fashion trends and knowledge we gather from the advertisement, we reflect to the back to the society, right? So advertising reflects society and society reflects the advertising. At social level, advertising plays upon, derives from and contributes to the societal texture of a country. Various social changes are brought about or help advertising. For example, adult education, family planning, and pulse polio campaign are the examples of few successful social advertising campaign. It makes role models who can create societal changes. Advertisings are efficient source of information for product quality, new material or merchandise, new technology, and cost. It reduces distribution cost, encourage competition, and increases product quality through brand identity. It supports mass media to maintain independence from government, political parties, and other special interest groups. Right? So how advertising impacts social development, apart from advertising being a business process, it is a social organization, as it represents social life and way of living. According to the American Marketing Association, that has firstly defined social nature of advertising as the advertising designed to educate or motivate target audience to undertake socially desirable actions. Advertising is all about drawing people attention to the social matter apart from giving exact solution. So the social role of advertising is very evident from its practices that it performs for the society, whether it is good or bad, uneconomic, antisocial, or for prevailing social problem, right? And next we'll discuss about the few points that those are very important, that is social role of advertising. So in this we have some points. Advertising improves living standard, we'll discuss about it. Consumer welfare and protection, ads affect cultural value of society, advertising and social awareness. So one by one we'll discuss about it. So first one is advertising improves living standard. How? Advertising effect on consumers knowledge, standard of living, and feeling of happiness and well-being, and its potential positive effects on the mass media. And advertising increase the knowledge of the consumers about the product, like its price, features, benefits, and durability, and induce them to buy the same, that leads to increase the demand of the product in the market. So for example, Android based mobile and its features and benefits. Nokia was initially very easiest in operating and generally educating people that can even operate it. So likewise, Google Android OS is now very easiest in operation and include a wide variety of functions through its apps, and a little educated person can easily operate it. So apart from calling function, people are now directly connected with the global market, that enhances their knowledge base and way of living. Now ITC promoting education through donating rupees 1 on every classmate copy on behalf of consumer purchase, right? So on behalf of advertising, the living standard of people is improving, right? Next is consumer welfare and protection. So what does it mean? It is something which is concerned with the good of consumers and their interests, right? The Oxford Dictionary has defined it like it is as well-being, happiness, health, and prosperity of a person and a community. So consumer welfare and protection actually lies in safely fulfillment of their expectations and the aspirations as to goods and services that they need. For example, advertisement warn the people using tobacco that leads to cancer, right? So these are the example, like financial investments in shares or any investment policy of any company, like ad highlighting mutual funds are subject to the market risks, please read all the terms and conditions before invest, right? So these were the examples for the advertisement, that it is for the consumer welfare and the protection. Next is ads affect cultural value of society. What does it mean? In other words, a flip Kotler, culture covers attitudes and the value of the whole society, having bearing on what we do, what we see, what we use, what we judge. Habits, customs, attitudes, beliefs, and value are part of the culture. Every people or group of people possess different habits, values, and way of living. So ads should be made according to cater with social norms and principles. For example, McDonald's promote in India as they do not use beef in their products. Now, several global fast food giants are turning vegetarian in the city by overhauling their menu to include vegetarian cuisines in the vegetarian heartland of Gujarat. In Gujarat, global restaurant chains like Subway, KFC, and McDonald's are also expanding their menu for their vegetarian customer segment. In a first American restaurant franchise, Subway has opened a Jain counter at its first all veg outlet in Ahmedabad at a location with a high density of Jain population. When KFC entered Gujarat in November 2011 with its first restaurant, it changed its menu to include vegetarian cuisine as well. So KFC plans to add 5 more stores in the state this year with the increased vegetarian options. Pizza Hut made it Gujarat foray with its first only vegetarian restaurant in the world in Ahmedabad. So offering Jain food, pizza outlet, Domino's and Pizza also has 4 restaurants in Gujarat which offer completely vegetarian menu. So it is as per the culture. Advertising affects cultural value of a society, right? Next is advertising and social awareness. What does it mean? Advertising broadly helps in conveying the message of alert, cure of various social problems prevailing in society like environment, health, safety, etc. It aware the society and let them up to date about recent sensitive issues and make themselves ready to face the complications of it. For example, if people know about the exact symptom and cure of any disease, they can save the lives. In old times, there were lack of information dissemination, and so lots of villages seriously affected by epidemic diseases. There are many examples such as nowadays or earlier even the Times of India, Tum Chalo to Hindustan Chale, and motive people to take initiatives in social work, social development. Tata Tea, Jago Grahak Jago Jagore. The Jagore was the caption, right? So it is a cause of marketing initiative launched by India by Tata Tea, which aim of raising awareness for specific cause around Indian general elections in 2008. It also awares people about their duties toward their country and to take a stand to reduce corruption. The another example like Akshay Patra, a working NGO which operates for children welfare, Satyamev Jayate, a famous television program doing intensive research on social issues and discussing them at large with solutions and various pros and cons associated with it. So ideas add of saving paper by using mobile, Amul's everyday, comment on hot topics, etc. So these are some advertising and social awareness issues. Those are covered by the advertising, and it helps the society for shaping themselves, right? or shaping the society. So these were the social role of advertising. Right now we'll discuss both the role of advertising in social and economic development of India. So advertising plays a very crucial role in development of Indian economically and socially, right, of India economically and socially. Advertising play twofold benefits, that is socio-economic development. Advertising impacts the culture of the society and it will reflect culture consciousness, right? By advertising, companies are making commitments, hence the quality of products and services can be produced, right? It provides education to the customers and employment to many people. Advertisement enhances the competition, hence quality products and services are produced. The demand for the products will increase, right? The demand for the products will increase, which will result in the rotation of money. So these are certain points, those are very much essential to understand when we talk about the economic development and social development by the advertising, right? So we have discussed about the role of advertising in social and economic development of India in terms of these points or some examples. In next session we'll discuss about the ethics of the advertising, ethics in advertising, right? So we'll discuss this particular topic in next class. And whatever the topics we have discussed today or even that day where we discussed economic role of advertising, economic role of advertising and social role of advertising is very important to understand. As well it is very important from exam point of view. It definitely comes in a short answer type of question, right? Or it comes with the some in definition of advertising, like what do you mean by advertising and what is the role of social and economic development of role of advertising in social and economic development of India. So it comes in the long answer type of questions too, right? So these were the economic role of advertising and social role of advertising. In next class we'll discuss about the ethics in advertising. I hope you will understand the topics. If you have any query you can comment or you can just ask me later. Okay, all the best. Thank you.